Well, good afternoon. It's been a while since I've done any kind of video whatsoever, and I thought, why not try and start doing like a vloggy style video based on what I'm currently reading, because I clearly don't have the time to record sitting down book review kind of things. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I have been away for a few days doing a charity event with work, and I managed to get through a fair few books, and obviously I haven't vlogged those ones, but I'm going to start with the reading vlog, doing one I'm reading now, which is Deadline by Steph McGovern, and I am doing this kind of tandem. I exclusively 90% immersive read all of her books, so I listen on with the audio while I am reading along, and when I need to do jobs, do work, like anything, not work, I tend not to listen to books while I'm working these days because I just need to concentrate, but whenever I'm doing anything, I listen along and then I go back to it, and then that means that I can make the most of my BookBeat hours and still carry on with the book, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, I am currently 45% in to this book, and I must be honest that I was initially gripped from the very, very start. You open up in the chapter with the hijack, and then it jumps back in time, and then it comes forward, and then it goes back in time, and I'm kind of I'm a little bit struggling with the timeline. Yeah, it's just a little bit odd because you get to another crucial moment, and then it jumps right back in time, back 5 years to other characters, and I'm guessing it's like that backstory. It does read well. I like the audio narration because she's got an accent, and the main character in the story is from the north, so I do like that, or I do appreciate that, especially when you've got like northern authors. But I will update the further along I get. However, I managed to be able to do it. I'm currently sitting outside in my garden. I've just got one load of washing on. I've got my second washing load in. I've just had some lunch. I've got a cup of Victoria grey tea from Fortnum Mason. So yeah, cheers. Mommy, I'm hungry. And I've also got hungry kids. Not a huge fan of filming in public, but I'm just in the leisure centre outside of the class, and I just want to give a quick update. A little bit further on with with Dead Ground by Steph McGovern, and it is getting quite good. But there's still an awful lot of characters, but it is starting to piece together. So as it gets on, I'm starting to see all the characters are starting to fit in. So that's my quick update for now. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit red while I don't sound nerdy, and yeah, I'll maybe try and update a little bit. But yeah, let's see. Well, it just got a bit interesting, didn't it? I'm about 81% in. It's all starting to piece together now. Yeah, I'll be back with further updates. I wish I could have just filmed my reaction because I was like, it's getting good. It is getting good. Okay. It's been a slow build-up, but I am enjoying it now. Yeah. The characters all now make sense. Yeah, it's getting really good. Wow. So, I'm not in the right state, honestly. No makeup, no glasses. Can I put my glasses back on just to there? That makes me feel a little bit better. So I am up to the epilogue, and it did kind of escalate a little bit. So
it's now piecing it all together right at the end, and it's doing it in quite a clever way. I think I'll give my wrap up after I'm finished. I'm not far from finishing, but I've got a gusto meal that I'm doing for tea. So while I'm listening along, I'll get to the end and then I'll do a quick wrap up. But yeah, I've got a lot to unpack, but I'll finish it off first. Okay, so I've finished Deadline by Steph McGovern, and just as I'm going to be chopping my basil, I'm going to give you my thought. Now, initially, I was sucked in because at the beginning, really, sorry for the crackling, and the beginning really does dive straight into, you know, the tagline of the Hydra, and then, oh, I love the smell of basil. And then, you know, you kind of get a bit of the story, from the main character, Rose, and you get a bit of her background, and it kind of builds up a little bit, and then it's going back like to the day before, and then it's going back on the main timeline, and then it's going back on the day before the main timeline, and then it jumps back 5 years, and you're thinking, well, why has it done that? Why has it jumped back 5 years? And for me, I felt like it was going to lose me if it had gone on for much longer. However, once you get that reveal midway, I think it happened at around about the 60% mark. It really did. It really started making sense, and it started piecing together quite quickly. So although the first 60% of the book is on the slower burn slide, I feel like it really did pick up, and I really did enjoy it, and it was an insight into, you know, TV journalism and all of that. So yeah, I am impressed. It's Steph McGovern's first novel, and I am impressed, and I think I would definitely read more from her going forward. I am going to rate this one. I'm going to show you the cover again because I've got my Kindle right here. I've listened to the last 14 minutes or so. So I'm going to give Deadline by Steph McGovern, I think I'm going to give it 3.75 stars. And it's only really dropped because of the pacing. The initial pacing, however, it was going to be a 2.5, but the last half really, really did make up for it. So yeah, 3.75 stars. And I'm going to carry on cooking. I'm going to have my tea while I think I may watch one of Carly's videos, one of our Unhinged book videos, and then I think I'm going to dive straight into The Widow by The Widow by John Grisham. And I've been waiting with bated breath for this to come out in paperback because I didn't want to buy the hardback because I much prefer a paperback, even though I do have some hardbacks. I've been waiting for this to come out because I saw Michaela's review of this and it was good. So, and I think I just want something a little bit different. I've read a lot of similar books recently. Grey After Dark and Dark Woods, although were two completely different stories, were, you know, women stranded in wilderness kind of tropes, back to back, and I should have really thought that one through, but I didn't. But yeah, gonna go straight into John Grisham, The Widow, and then see where we go from there. But my next update will probably be in the morning after I've read a little bit of that. And yeah, let's see where we go. Good morning. I'm in my book corner this morning. My work desk's just over there, but my work laptop's decided I was going to do an update, so I've got a bit of time just to give a quick update on
The Widow by John Grisham, and I think I've done a little bit on audio this morning and I'm liking it so far. I think it's very intriguing. The only thing is that the audio narration, the way that the guy does the lady's voice, Eleanor's voice, is a bit, yeah, it's a little bit irritating, but I'm gonna try and get past it because I do like to tandem read a lot. And given that I've got work on and stuff this week, I'm in the office tomorrow, so I'm probably going to get a bit of the audio listened to in the morning. I was going to go for a run tonight. Unfortunately, I've woken up with a cold. So I've got a bit of a cough and I've got a bit of a sore throat, unfortunately. But yeah, the Widow. So far, we're getting into the story. So Eleanor has got this multi-million wealth and she doesn't know what to do with it. She hasn't got any family, immediate family, and her husband's died. She doesn't know what to do with it. So she goes to see a lawyer, and this lawyer is basically swindled her. So Wally, the lawyer's swindled her. So she goes to Stephen, and he is now trying to pretty much do the same, but without her noticing, and also with Wally as well. Oh yeah, we're getting into some nitty gritty, but I'm starting to think that Eleanor's got some secrets. Now I'm only that far in, so I'm not that far in. Now the audiobook is 14 hours long. Now, like, if you look at that, like, you wouldn't have thought that the audio would be 14 hours long, but the print is quite tiny. So yeah, obviously I listen to my audios a lot quicker, so I'm probably going to get to listen to it a lot quicker. When I'm reading along, if I can, I like to go between 2 and 2.5 speed, depending on the narrator. However, when I'm just listening and I'm not reading along, I do have to slow it down, because otherwise I can't concentrate, especially with heavy accents, and the narrator's obviously got an American accent, so it's not what I'm used to listening to, so I have got to slow it down. But as I was hanging the washing out, I did listen to a little bit more. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm really intrigued to see where it's going to go. So when I have got an update, I will come back on and I will update you. Well, good morning. You will notice the absolutely horrific angle I've got my camera on, and it's because of the blooming phone holder in my car. And I'm full of cold, and it's not fair. I've already had a chest infection in the last month. I really could have done without having this, but never mind. Yeah, so updates. I got a lovely email yesterday, and I'm going to get some very exciting book mail, but I'm not going to show what it is until I get it. But needless to say, I'm extremely excited because I don't get much book mail, and I need to pinch myself a little bit that I'm even going to get this, because I was a bit out there, even thinking that I could ask, and I did. I contacted the right person, and that person recently got back in touch and said, okay. So it's really exciting, but I'm not going to share what it is until I get it, but I can guarantee it will be in this vlog. So the book, I am a good, I would say a good 75% into the book now, and I have to admit, so the first half of this book, I think I must admit I was dropping off a little bit, and although I still I'm always immersive read my books, as I've already said. I was immersive reading last night, and before the 50% mark, I was like, and your eyes are going, and all of a sudden something happened, and I was like, what? But I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to say that beyond that 50%, my eyes were wide open.
like throughout. So yes. And also, I don't know why I thought the main character was called Stephen. No. Yeah, I don't know why he was called Stephen, because he was called Simon. So I don't know why I thought that. Yes, just things start happening. Things start happening, and I'm now hooked. I am now absolutely hooked. It was a point, maybe about a third of the way through, thinking, where on earth is this going to go? You know, you've got the premise, you've got your thoughts in your head, trying to predict where it's going to go. You know, he's trying to like swindle the money out of this woman, and he's trying to find these assets, and to you know, because he doesn't quite believe that she's even got these assets, let alone anything else, because she hasn't actually proved anything. And things really start happening. My phone starts to droop. Excuse me. As I've said, I've got a cold. Other exciting news, speaking of my phone drooping, I cannot get the right angle on this camera. I really struggle filming on my phone. I just really struggle filming on my phone. I'm never looking at, look at this drooping now. Look at this droop now. My cradle in my, the cradle in my car is not very good. It is falling apart. I've just had a bit of a fight with it. And every now and again it'll just fall off, which isn't great for something that's supposed to hold your phone still in the car. So I probably am going to get a new one to replace it, and I'm probably not going to bother getting one off the cheap app. I'm going to get one from Amazon, I think, because then at least I'll trust that it's actually going to work. The exciting news that I have is that I have ordered a cheap vlogging camera. So with my work, we're in a scheme where we get like performance points, and with those points you can cash them in for speed bump. You can cash them in for gift vouchers, or I'm doing it with Amazon vouchers, to be fair. I'm cashing mine in for Amazon vouchers. And this vlogging camera, I know people do spend a lot on their vlogging cameras. However, I'm just starting out my YouTube again, because at the beginning of this year I thought I'd be able to sit and do YouTube videos, but sitting down in the house doing YouTube videos is proving extremely difficult. So I thought me doing vloggy style ones would be much better for me. So that's where I'm going to start out my videos again. So I've got myself a very cheap vlogging camera. It was only £30. It's not all singing and dancing, but the reviews appear to be good for someone who doesn't want to do like super duper videos. And it means that I might actually look at the lens for a start. Excuse me. And it also means that I can film myself reading while not losing my audio, which I will very much enjoy, because I want to be able to film myself actually reading for some like in between clips without losing my audio. I'm actually reacting to the book, because if I was able to record my reaction to the book last night, it would have been really good. So, because I was like waving my book around in the air, like going, what? Yeah. So that's my quick update. Hopefully when I switch this off, when I stop the car, it won't fall down. It probably will, but we'll see. But yes, next time I do a reading update, I'm probably going to listen to some audio on the way, and I might be able to record myself doing a quick video when I get there, as well, we wait to the office. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can get some of the audio listened to in the car and see how far we get in. I might even finish it today. Who knows how much I've got left? I don't know. It depends on when I slow it down how much of the audio I've got left, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm enjoying summer holiday traffic. I'll catch you later. I need to find somewhere to stop the car so I can stop the video.
Right, so I've just got home and I've had 2 exciting deliveries. The first one is the new camera and I'm really, really chuffed. Unfortunately, I can't use it just now because it's screaming low battery immediately, but hopefully this is going to make doing some vlogging a little bit easier. But then I've got this and I can't even contain my excitement. Right, so if I can cover up my address, there's a little clue. Like, I can't even tell you how much I squealed yesterday when I got the email. Am I even opening it from the right place? Am I just gonna rip it? Oh god, it's one of those envelopes that's just got so much padding in it. Oh my god, I can't even. Excuse me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't even contain it. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I can't. Is that upside down? That's upside down. Oh, this is going to be the next book I read. I'm sorry. Look at the flop. Oh, this is going to be the next book I read. It is. I can't not because I've been. Like, this is proof that shy bends. It's what we say in the northeast. Shy bends getting out. I did email the publicist. God, maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I can't even remember. And I just said, listen, I'm a massive fan of the series. I've got the whole lot up there. I've read every single one. I'm bang up to date and I cannot get enough of this series. I messaged Mike and I just said, you know, I'm sure you've got someone that does all of this for you. And he said, I do, but there's the email address. Drop her an email. So I did, and it's paid off because she emailed me yesterday and said, I'm so sorry it's taking so long, but I have put one in the post for you. And the very next day, literally, this is the first time I've had a traditionally published arc sent to me. I have had an arc sent to me before, but I think it was a self-published one. Or maybe a smaller one. I've got the series of Silence up there somewhere. That was sent to me, and I've got book 1, book 2 of that one. But for this to land on my doorstep is absolutely everything, and thank you so much to the Little Brown Company for sending me this, and it will be the next book on my list. And because it's an arc, I don't have the audio. I'm going to be much slower at reading this, but I'm going to savour every single word. So yeah, I better get back to work anyway. Just been chatting away and hadn't even realised that I hadn't even pressed record. So I finished The Widow by John Grisham, and I really did enjoy it. I've rated it 3.75 stars. The reason why I've marked it down is because the first half really was slow. It didn't really pick up until about halfway, but once it did pick up, boy did it pick up. So it was like someone literally changed gear and pressed the accelerator and went vroom. And I think I've literally got that phrase from a review that I read, and it's completely correct. Completely correct, because it was just like, yeah, it's just like someone pressed fast forward right at the end. It was just like lots of twists and bang, it's ended. But a good solid legal thriller. If you're really up for like courtroom drama-y kind of stuff. So I really enjoyed that.
Now, I have got a library book, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want to read The Killer's Mark now. I want to save it for my holidays. Desperate to read. I'm so desperate to read it, but I'm being sensible. I've got a library book that's due back while I'm on my holiday, and I think it's just sensible that I read it now, return it before I go, and then read The Killer's Mark while I'm away. So I'm reading The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson, and I've got about that far in. Of course, some immersive reading. I've got the audio in my ears, and there's 2 narrators so far. So yes, I'm enjoying that so far, and it's really just gone straight into it. I mean, there's no messing around with that one. Like, if that's got the pace that this had from like 50% in. So yeah, we'll update as I get on.
Yeah, so this is really exciting. I've got 2 tomatoes, although the plant isn't looking too healthy. 2 tomatoes there. 1 tomato here. So that's really exciting. Now, good morning. First reading vlog is not ideal to get poorly in the middle. You can probably hear it in my voice, because I can certainly hear it, and I hope I don't cough in this clip because I've deleted one already for a burst of coughing fit. I didn't get much more read of The Kind Worth Killing last night, purely because it's a physical book and I don't read physical books in bed, because my hubby likes to have the light off and darkness to go to sleep, whereas I like to have a book to go to sleep. So I am on my Kindle. I'm reading The Roommate by Andrea, and it's a short one, but I'm taking my time because I'd like to just have a Kindle book in bed. So I've got that one, and I'm enjoying that one. And I was fighting sleep last night, but I did eventually go to sleep last night. And I woke up this morning and the Kindle homepage had refreshed. It looked like my Kindle had done an update overnight, so I hope I haven't lost my place. But yeah, I was going to put the kids' clothes away while I listened to my audiobook this morning, but just how rubbish I feel. I think I'm just going to go and get a cup of tea and read, and I may just stick my other camera. The sound quality is not that great. I don't know what it's like when I upload the file and listen to it properly, but the microphone literally picks up everything, and it isn't compatible with this microphone, unfortunately. But it was only 30 quid. It was a 30 quid camera. So if I've been able to do certain clips in this room just of me reading, I think it's okay. And I may get used to it. I may find that when I do upload the files, the audio is absolutely fine. I might be able to do some editing to get the audio, because I did a clip in my kitchen last night, and all you can hear is my washing machine, which not ideal, but editing software is good. So if I can get that file on my phone, use my phone software, or at least use CapCut. I've got CapCut. I've got the free version. I use that and try and edit the sound out. Excuse the sniffing. Oh god, it sounds awful, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to shut up and start reading. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea.
I'm really not a pro at this whole recording thing, and maybe it's because I'm ill. I've just recorded a video and didn't turn my mic on because I'm a fool. Right, so update on the camera. It's rubbish, and I'm sending it back, and I'm getting a refund because the battery lasts all of 10 minutes, and I just recorded a really good clip of me with shocked face reading the next chapter of The Kind Worth Killing, and I've lost it. So I've lost that reaction, which I'm a bit gutted about, but it is what it is. This is my first reading vlog, so learn from your mistakes, don't you? You learn from your mistakes. So when I go into town at my lunch break, I'm gonna take my earbuds and I'm gonna listen to the audiobook. I need to go get some medicines for this illness, whatever it might be. I've literally only just recovered from a chest infection like a month ago, so I'm really, really annoyed that I've got another cold. But yeah, as long as I get rid of it before we go on holiday, then that's the main thing. But yeah, keep you all updated.
So, haven't had a chance to update much today. I don't feel great, but plow on. Just listened to quite a bit of A Kind Worth Killing while I clean the bathrooms, and it really is intriguing. There was a bit of action towards the beginning, and now I'm really feeling like it's building up to something, but I don't know what. So I'm just going to carry on listening. I'm just going to do an easy spag bowl tonight. Don't have to think about it. So I can just listen along and see how far we get. But I think after I finished this particular book, I'm going to wrap up my very first reading vlog. I've edited most of it already, so I just need to stitch the last couple of videos onto it. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. This evening, it may be tomorrow evening that I finish it, and then I can wrap up and give my thoughts. But so far, I'm really intrigued. I really want to know where it's going to go, and I actually think it's one of those books where the least you know about it, the better. So I think that's just going to leave it there. So yeah.
Good morning. Today's status is thus. I'm not coming on camera today. I am so gutted at my first reading vlog. And I'm ill. I'm really gutted. But quick update. I've got a new tripod arriving at some point today, which will make filming an awful lot easier. Now, I've got about roommate. Let's see how long we've got left. So, right, I've got 17 minutes left of that. It's a really short one, that one. I think it's one of the Amazon short stories. It's in like a collection. I think I've got another one by Leanne Moriarty. So I'm going to go for some quick wins and get some of them read over the next couple of weeks. So I'm 77% into that one. The Kind Worth Killing, I think I've got about half an hour left for that one. So that's how far I'm into that one. I've also got another library book, which is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And I've listened to half of the audio on that one. I haven't put my bookmark in yet, but I wanted to immersive read the rest because so many characters in this. It's bonkers, but I do want to finish it. But I'm immersive read the last bit. And then I've had my eye on this in Asda for a while, and I picked up a copy because the cover is just delicious. I've absolutely no idea how this is going to pan out. It looks like lots of rich girl drama. Let's see. Hannah Miller has begun her senior year at the Prescott Academy of New York alongside rich and famous. Oh yeah, it's rich people drama. And there's dead bodies. yeah, let's see how that goes. But that's available on BookBeat. So I might dive into that because I have no doubt that I'll finish all 3 of these today, which is bonkers. I would have finished 3 books in one day, but it's not like I've read all of them in one day. And I've got my day nurse, my earbuds, and my cup of tea, and I've got my water as well. So, yeah, it's a shame that my wrap up will probably be me poorly, but yeah, let's see how we get on. Each time I finish one, I will come on and give an update. So yeah. I'll try to record this without having a coughing fit, okay? So, I have finished The Kind with Philip, and I'm going to rate this one 4 stars. And purely the basis that I thought in places it was almost predictable. In other ways it wasn't. I don't feel like I connected with the main character that well. And I think although it was written in a way that you don't know how you want it to turn out and you don't know if you want to root for her or not, I just wasn't rooting for her at all. But the end paragraph really did pack a punch. So I'm rating this one 4 stars, and I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to finish The Roommate by Andrea. And just like that, I've finished The Roommate by Andrea, and that was very, very short and very unhinged, and I enjoyed it. But because it's not a full book, I don't think I can rate it any higher than a 4 stars, to be fair. It was a wild ride. It's only 39 pages long. I think I've read it over the course of a few nights, just a page at a time. But I've literally just sat and read the last 25% in like the last 10 minutes. So, yeah, it's taken me no time at all. This one is on Kindle Unlimited. If you want a quick win, give it a go. I enjoyed it. Hello. Right, so I am going to wrap up my first reading vlog there. I'm really disappointed that I've been ill for my first one. It's not really been ideal to film these last few videos when I've not been feeling great. My enthusiasm's in my head, but my face isn't translating at all. If you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching. If you watched any of it, thank you so much for watching. Not that you're going to know that I've thanked you because you haven't watched this far. Please, if you want to see more of this, if you want to see when I'm actually well and more chirpy, please do hit subscribe and all of that jazz. And please give my video a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it, even if it's just out of sympathy from the illness. But thanks so much, and I'll hopefully be much better on the next one. Thanks, guys.